Hello everyone. Today we'll be solving the question reorder the linked list, which is actually a very important concept when we talk about the linked list questions. Let's just see what the question is demanding us. Okay. So we'll be given a linked list, this, and we have to reorder it to this. That is to say, let's say you've been given a linked list 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this has to be reordered and returned as 1, 5, 2, 4, and 3. This was for your OR linked list. Now let's say had you been given the linked list as even number of nodes and you'd be given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this had to be returned as 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, and 4. So are you able to understand what we're doing? So if I tell you that, hey, this is what we're doing, let's just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If I take up this, find the middle of the linked list. Step 1. Find middle. Reverse the second half. Reverse second half. What will this become? 6, 5, and 4. Step 3. What am I doing here? Take one node from first half and other node from second half and traverse and keep merging. So let's just see what we're doing. One node from here, one node from here. One node from here, one node from here. One node from here, one node from here. I hope you're able to get this. Now let's just quickly sum this up into the code. Yet not to, not to forget this. If you find any doubts, if you find any re-clarifying concepts, any re-clarifying codes, please mention them in the comment section. You can also use the G-forms attached for the purpose. Just let me know wherever you're finding doubts or wherever, it's little hard to understand or wherever you think I just went in too fast for the concept. Let me know and I'll make up a re-clarifying video on it, or we'll just, figure out ways in which we can solve it out, right? So let's just come to your code. Void, because we have to do in place everything and then just the head would be the same, right? So reordering the list, we have what? Node star head being given to us. The first and foremost thing, if we have an empty linked list or if we have a single node in the linked list, we have to return nothing, right? Now the first part, step 1, it is find middle of linked list. How you do that? We know it well. We define two nodes, slow and fast. And move them, right? While fast's next is not equal to null and. Fast's next. What do we have to do? Slow moves one step ahead at a time, and your fast pointer, it moves 2 steps. This is the simple, it's just kind of revision because we've already done how to find the middle of the linked list. And now we're done. So your slow has your, what do I say? Your slow is where your middle is, right? Now we'll come to step 2. Reverse your second half. Let's just quickly code this up. I will be making I'll be defining two nodes. Node star prev, that is your null, and your node star cur, that is slows next. Because this is where your second half of the linked list, it starts from. So now it's just simple, the same crisscross relationship we're going to write. Node star, let's say temp is cur's next. Cur's next is what? Cur's next is prev. Prev is what? Prev is cur. Cur is what? Cur is temp. And hence what you get? Slows next now points to null. Right? So we have our second half of the linked list. We have our first half of the linked list. First half points to null, right? That is where slow was. This was my slow pointer and this was my first half. Make sense? Now we have third step. Important step because above both the steps, right? If I talk about finding the middle, if I talk about reversing the linked list, both these two steps you've already seen before. So it was kind of a revision for those steps. But this merging step, you need to be very cautious, though I know you've done this before. So you better know which question we did it, right? I hope you remember. If not, please try to remember that. And you can also let me know in the comment section if you want me to, validate if you've been thinking it all right. So let's just combine it. I'll again make two nodes. I'll define two nodes up. Node star first, that is your head. That is the first linked list. And node star second, that is your prev. That is your second linked list. This is first half. And this is your second half. Make sense? And now, if you've already written in the comment section, if you've already written it up, let me let you know where we did the merging or where we did the sequential moving. It was when to find if the linked list was palindromic. Right? So now let's just do it while second, because your second is always, because your second half of the linked list, this could be equal in length to your first half or, or lesser. So let's just go in. While we have second, node star temp 1, this is what we make for here, first next. It is just a way to combine the nodes. You can go, there are many methods to do this off. You can choose any one. First next points to, okay, let me just tell you first this and then we can just code it up because coding is not tough then. Okay. And let's say we have 4, we have 6, we have 5, and we have 4. This is null, this is null, right? So what we have out here is, this is my first and this is my second. This is my temp 1. This is my temp 2. Now what happens? First next. First next has to point to second. Make sense? First next has to point to second. And now seconds next has to point to temp 1. Seconds next has to point to, sorry, temp 1. Yeah. And now what? First moves to temp 1. First moves to temp 1. And now first next goes to second in the next iteration. So second has to come to temp 2. Second has to come to temp 2. Are you getting it off? whole, and this is where your code ends. Right? So this was your first, this was your second, this was temp 1, this was temp 2. First next has to point to second, second's next has to point to temp 1. Temp 1 and temp 2 will be recreated on next iteration, but you have to move your first pointer by 1 and you have to move your second's pointer by 1. Let's talk about the time complexity. Big O of n for finding middle, big O of n for reversing, right? Big O of n by 2 you can actually say. And then big O of n for merging. In total, it takes big O of n time. Space complexity, nothing used, big O of 1. I hope I was able to, make a clarifying video on this question. If you still have any doubts, any concerns, any things you think that I just went in wrong, or anything you think that I just went in too fast for everybody to understand, please make use of the comment section. Please make use of the G forms attached. I'll be more than happy to make re-clarifying videos if I have to on any concepts. Thank you so much with this. Yeah, if you liked in the video, just go like in and subscribe, because the playlist is yet in the process of building up. Bye-bye.